tell me when. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans of the Region 9. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. It's LCC women's basketball tonight, the LCC men as well, and they play their arch rivals from 58 miles to the west, Otero Junior College out of La Junta. Glad you're with us tonight. Doubleheader action should be a good one in the ladies' game as well as the men's game, and heck, we got extra security even on hand tonight. So that's how intense this rivalry is between these two schools. They play each other very, very hard, don't like each other, and that's easier said than done. There's just a love-hate relationship between Lamar and La Junta in any sport, even at the high school level and especially at the junior college level between Otero and Lamar. They are very, very proud of where they're from and who they represent, and they do that play extremely hard and well against each other, but there's always that spirit and sportsmanship that comes out beyond most games when these two hook up. Tonight, the women come in with an LCC record of 9-12. They were undefeated until last weekend in Region 9, but lost their first game against Laramie County. Meanwhile, Otero's playing well. They have 5 wins all season, and all of them have come in Region 9 play. So that tells you a little bit about them. They've already played the 7th-ranked team in the nation, the 5th-ranked team in the nation, the 19th-ranked team in the nation, and the 23rd team in the nation, along with the 8th-ranked team. So they played 5 ranked teams among the 3 of them among the top 8, and 5 total in the top 25. They lost to them all, but they played very tough competition, and it has proven very well for them here in the Region 9 part of play. They're 5-4, coming off a win Wednesday night at Northeastern, 71-59 in Sterling, and a win earlier in the week at Adams State JV on Monday night, 71-48. For LCC, the Lady Lopes are struggling of late. They lost their last 2. They lost at Laramie County on Saturday here, of course, in a tough one, and then Laramie County loses to Eastern Wyoming. Nobody seems to want to win this South right now. Lamar and Western are tied at 5-1. Eastern and Otero, Eastern is 6-4. Otero is 5-4. Trinidad, who's here Monday night, is 4-2. McCook is 4-4. Laramie County, who beat Lamar last week and then lost to Eastern, they're 4-5. Northeastern is 1-7, and that's how the league wraps up top to bottom. Lamar and Western still leading the conference. Lamar has more home games than any other team in the league remaining, which ought to be a big factor, but they need to get the win tonight against Otero to really put themselves up a game on everybody else. We'll take a break. The national anthem is coming up, and our tip-off, LCC and Otero, in just a moment.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose footsteps and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red light, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Our national anthem of the LCC Wellness Center as we get set for LCC and Otero Junior College basketball here on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. We're glad you're with us tonight. Here's the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. For Otero, the Rattlers at 5-14, 4-4 in Region 9. Their other win was against Central Wyoming. Lucia Serrano-Rans, who's from Argentina, Spain, is a 5'9 sophomore. She'll be one of the guards. Another guard, the outstanding Savannah Madrid-Andrews, who hit 7 threes against Lamar the last time they played in the Hunt on December 3rd. She's 5'7 and a sophomore. The inside players are Brooklyn Waddles, 5'9 and a freshman from Lahana High School. Sydney Kreitzer, who did not play because of an injury the first time these two teams played. She's the money player. Everything Taylor Schaefer says goes in and out of her and through her to start the offense. Kreitzer is 5'7 and a sophomore from Honey, Illinois, or Honey, Colorado. That's down by Trinidad, in case you're not familiar. And Heather Estrada is a 5'7 sophomore, also from the Arkansas Valley. She is from Swink. She will be the other starting inside player. Estrada, Kreitzer, Waddles, Madrid-Andrews, and Serrano-Rans for the dark blue and gray of the Otero Lady Rattlers. They will go from right to left on your monitor as we start this one. For Lamar, Tiana Davia. Davia is 5'7 and a sophomore from Victoria, Texas, by way of Northwest Kansas Tech, where Landon Steele, the first-year head coach, used to coach. Tiana is 5'7 and a sophomore, averaging 7. Adina Krusco is 5'5 and a sophomore from Littleton. She's a returning leading scorer from last year's program. She's 5 points a game, and she'll be the other guard. Shania Castillo is a wing player, 5'6 and a sophomore from Aurora, averaging 4. Shelby Hawkins, 5'9 and a freshman, averages 3 points, 4 rebounds, and the dominator on the inside, defensively and offensively on the boards. Dami Balgoon, 9 points, 9 rebounds a game. She is number 1 in rebounds in the South Sub-region, and she's one of the tops nationally. In fact, she's 36th in the nation at 9.2 rebounds a contest. Lamar will have white uniforms with blue numerals, and they will be going from left to right on your TV and computer monitors as we get set to go here. It's whiteout night, everybody with a white shirt and getting festive for this rivalry game, and we're about ready to jump it up, and the tip is controlled with Waddles jumping against Dami, and LCC will have the basketball first. Shania Castillo with the headband, white headband on the far side. Now to Dami across court right side of Davia. Davia to the baseline, double team, tried to bounce it across 2 defenders and threw it off of Brooklyn Waddles underneath. And the ball remains Lamar's underneath their basket left side. 15 on the shot clock. We're 15 seconds into the game. No score. Lamar on their first possession. Hawkins will inbound it. Looks into the right corner for Dami. Against a man-to-man, player-to-player defense. Shania Castillo with the basketball up top right. Now to Krusco at the right wing. Takes a left-hand dribble across the circle. Into the right baseline for Dami. Up top for Krusco with 2 on the shot clock. Got to get rid of it. Castillo does with 1 and missed it short. Rebound pulled off by Estrada. Then here comes Otero, first possession of the game. Up top is Lucia Serrano-Rans from Spain. I'm sure that Claudia and Sabella have played against her in their native countries. They are both Spaniards as well, and they'll come off Lamar's bench. Around the perimeter right side, now into the corner. Open jumper for Estrada from 15 is an air ball, and the rebound pulled off by Dami, and here comes Lamar the other way. A minute in, and both teams have had a possession, and neither team has scored. Krusco up top, left side, right side, now dribbles left side to Davia. Free throw line extended left. Player in her face is Kreitzer. Dribbles around her to the right side for Castillo, who missed that three-pointer at the end of the shot clock, and this time the 3 deep in the left wing taken by Krusco, and it goes out of bounds in the far corner by the Taylor Schaefer Otero Lady Rattlers bench, and it'll be Lady Rattler ball. So Lamar's 0 for 2 from Triple Land, not one of their standard spots, but they're 29%, one of the lowest shooting teams amongst the conference teams in Region 9. Right side pass batted away by Hawkins. Estrada will get it back in the short right corner. Now left corner all the way to the wing. Kreitzer fires a 3. The kid from Honey missed it, and Dami's got her second board of the night. That's why she averages 9, way out by the free throw line to get that rebound. We've played almost 2 minutes and no score between Otero and LCC. Krusco up top to middle of the circle for Davia. Davia one-on-one, step back, fire a 3, a lot of spin and rotation, and it's an air ball out of bounds. Lamar is 0 for 3 from Triple Land. Not a good start. They only hit 2, I believe he said, 16 against Northern New Mexico down at Española on Tuesday night, a 60-57 loss for the second time this year against Northern New Mexico's JV program. They've lost 2 in a row, Lamar has. They've won 2 in a row. Bounce pass in the end time, and intended for Estrada. There's a dive for it. Hawkins down, Estrada down, and Cruzco. And the ball will remain with Otero on the arrow change underneath their basket left side. Still no score. We've played over 2 minutes of the first quarter. Inbounds underneath. Estrada, the catch. No. What do we got? Oh, we got an illegal pick set by Estrada trying to get down the lane. So the outside official calls it on Sydney Kreitzer. Kreitzer gets her first, team first, and a big foul there negates a basket for Otero and still scoreless. Into the front court comes Castillo against their pressure defense. Now to Hawkins way out top between the circles. Now to the guard, Tiana Davia from Victoria, Texas. Hands off to Castillo. We've played 2.5 minutes, no score. Dami at the left elbow, puts it on the floor, strong to the goal, lays it up short. Ooh, and we got a bumping foul afterwards. Late whistle, well, the official underneath said that she got bumped going up, and she will shoot two. Well, Dami Balgoon from Lagos, Nigeria, one of the international players for Lamar. The foul was called on Kreitzer, and that'll be your second. If it was on Kreitzer, let's see if they called it on her as well. I believe it is on Kreitzer. She picked up one at the other end for the illegal pick, and now Dami hits the free throw. It's one thing Lamar has to do tonight is to hit free throws. They're only 65% in the season. Hit big ones the first time they played him up in La Junta. Down the stretch to win the ball game. Dami hits both. She's only a 47% free throw shooter, and Lamar's on the board. It's 2-0. Back down the other way comes OJC. With the basketball, right side, Kreitzer fakes the three, now bounces in the corner. Estrada to the goal on one dribble, lays it up and in. Nobody picked her up on the right baseline, and she took one dribble from 8 feet away and got inside within 6 feet and banks it home. Game is tied for the first time at 2. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter of play on a whiteout night here at LCC. And the ball out of bounds on the pass. First turnover of the game on Davia, trying to hit Castillo on the right wing. Turnover Lamar. Claudia Del Moro Garcia will be coming in here shortly. She's the dynamite spark plug off the bench. High post pass to Waddles. Now to Kreitzer up top right side. Spin it around Serrano. Deep three on the right wing is good. That's Savannah Madrid Andrews, who had 7 3-pointers the first time Lamar played him. And Andrews in taps the ball away from Davia in the front court. And Lamar will make their first substitution of the game. It'll be the freshman from Dighton, Kansas, 5'7", Kiera Budd. Budd will replace Davia. Bud's averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds a game for the kid from Western Kansas, just down the road from where Landon was high school coach in Sharon Springs, Wallace County. Shot off the glass is too hard off a dummy, and it missed everything. Lamar's had a couple of air balls early on. They trail 5-2. Bounce it down low. Estrada the catch in the paint, or Waddles the catch in the paint. Ball stolen away. Adina Cruzco comes out of there with the steal. Up court pass for Budd. Budd stopped by Kreitzer on the transition, and Lamar will reset up. 5-2, Otero the lead. 6:07 to go in the first quarter. Hawkins out at the right wing, into the corner, right side for Castillo. Castillo tries to get a screen, now rolls to Cruzco. Open Budd for a second, and she walked with a basketball. Third turnover in the last 4 possessions for Lamar. It's 5-2 OJC, and they have the basketball in front of their bench. Estrada and Kreitzer out there, along with Waddles. Andrews. Inside pass to Waddles. Back out. Andrews sets, fires a three. It's short. Dami with her third rebound of the game inside. Pulls it off, gives it off to Castillo. Neither team is in sync here early on. A lot of air balls from both sides, and we've got a foul inside underneath, and I believe it is on whom? It's on 12, Brooklyn Waddles. Waddles will pick it up. That'll be her second. So the first one was for Kreitzer, and the other 2 have gone to Waddles. So she now has 2 as one of their starters, and they'll have to get in a substitution. Inbounds, and what do we got? We got movement out of bounds because it was a spot throw-in, and it's a violation on Lamar. You don't see it called often, but she did. She moved underneath the bucket. So basically, it's a traveling violation out of bounds, even though they don't really call it that, but it is a violation, and Lamar turns it over for the 4th time in the last 5 possessions. Castillo almost had the steal up top. Almost stole it away from Serrano. Right back to Andrews. Fires a three, no, and she got knocked out of bounds by Adina, who was getting late there on the zone. And as Savannah Madrid Andrews out of Denver will go to the free throw line. So Crusko will pick up the first foul of the game on Lamar. LCC is trailing at 5-2 with 5:17 to go in the quarter, and Andrews' free throw is in and out. Went all the way down and came out. She's a 63% free throw shooter. They shoot 58% as a team, one of the lowest in the Region 9 on the south side of things. She was shooting at 3, so she'll get 3 opportunities. She's got one more. She hits that one, and here comes Claudia Del Moro Garcia. The instant spark plug for Lamar off the bench, averaging 10 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, or 3 assists and 2 steals. She's one of the tops in the assist categories. 3rd in Region 9 at 3.6 assists a game. We'll see if she can get the fire plug going here. She usually does. 2 of the 3 free throws made. It's 7-2. Biggest lead of the night for Otero at 5:04 to go in the first. Up top, Sabella Pernis comes in as well. Throws up a wild shot. It's an air ball. Another turnover on Lamar on the air ball. 5 on the game thus far here in the quarter. Under 5 minutes to go in the quarter, and it's all Otero right now. It's 7-2. It's their biggest lead. They have yet to turn it over in my book. Serrano has the basketball. Deep right corner pass. Andrews open for 3. It's short. She'll shoot all night if she's open. She said she had 7 the first time these teams hooked up. Sabella Raguso Pernis and Claudia Del Moro Garcia into the game. Both kids from Barcelona. The 2 freshmen. Here's a handoff to Bud. Skip pass into the corner for Hawkins. Way out top to Claudia. Claudia goes one-on-one. Gets a screen. Elbow jumper right side off the iron. No good. Boy, Lamar's having trouble putting the ball into the bucket. 7-2. Otero remains the leader with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Inside pass. The catch off the glass. Too hard. Air ball. Rebound underneath. The Strata goes up right into the arms of Pernis, and the ball's out of bounds. That's the first turnover on Otero on the inadvertent shot that hit nothing. 2 air balls on that possession for Otero. 1 on the first effort, then Estrada on the second effort. Up top of the basketball is Garcia. Dribbles to the right side. Bud's open for 3. Yes! Kiera Bud from the right wing. First 3 of the night at 7-5. The lead cut down to 2. Here's a steal by Castillo. Lays it up to Garcia. Garcia ahead. Bud to the layup. Good, and a foul! She got clobbered as she made the layup. And the game is tied at 7, and Kiera will go to the free throw line. So the energy level turns up as Castillo gets the steal after the made 3-pointer by Bud. Then Bud ahead of the pack. Garcia sees her in stride, hits her. And the foul is coming up on Lucia Serrano-Rons, her first. Basket good for Bud, free throw good for Bud. Back-to-back 3-point plays, one the new way and one the old-fashioned way. She has 6 to lead everybody off the bench, and Lamar has the lead at 8-7. And another near steal, ball out of bounds in front of the Lamar bench, and it goes back to LCC. Taylor Schaefer wants a timeout as they forced them into 2 turnovers in the last 2 possessions, and Lamar's defense has turned it up. 3:22 to go in the first. It's a new ball game with LCC on top, 8-7. They lead Otero. You're listening to it on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. Along with our engineer Cameron, a little under the weather. We wish him all the best. He's running the dials and spinning the camera around and making sure the computer stays in shape. 8-7 is our score. LCC with the lead in the basketball after the 3rd turnover for Otero in the last 3 possessions. Claudia swings the pass out top. Into the game is Scheitzel, who has a rough, sore ankle, and there's a travel call on Claudia. He caught it at the right wing, got the pass from Ann-Catherine Scheitzel, and a substitution, and back into the ball game, or out of the ball, into the game is Adriana Rios out of Kersey, Colorado, in Platte Valley. She's 6'2" and a freshman. She wears the number 23. She's the substitution in the ball game for along with Elba Vera Punto from Spain as well for Otero. Right wing 3 attempt. Put up there by Danielle Freeman out of Cedar Edge. She also checked in at the last break for Otero, so 3 new players. And let's throw in a 4th. Into the ball game as well for Otero. New face, number 2. That's Taylor Nittler from Kim. A lot of the folks in Southeast Colorado know her exploits as an outstanding scorer in her days in a 1A program in a smallest school in the state in Kim. 8-7 is the score. Swing pass right side. Madrid is open for 3. Andrews missed it. Rebound, Kiara Budd. So she's missed the last couple. Remember, she hit 7, as we reminded you of, the first time they played back on December 3rd. Lamar won it 54-49 at La Junta. 8-7 lead for LCC. 2:22 to go in the first. Claudia Morel gives it off to Bud. Up top to end, Catherine Scheitzel. Right side for Castilla. Quickly down low, intending it for Pernis, but she couldn't hang on. 6 turnover by Lamar in the quarter. 8-7, the 1-point lead for Lamar. Nittler, right side pass, threw it behind the intended target as Rios not able to gobble it up. 4th turnover on Otero. Both teams starting to get real sloppy here. 8-7 remains the score for Lamar. Tiana Davia back into the lineup for Lamar, along with Scheitzel, Claudia Del Moro Garcia, Sabella Ragoso Pernis, and Kira Budd. Budd at the right wing. She has 6 points, 6 of the 8. She scored the last 6. Davia, deep 3, right corner, no good. Rebound swooped out of there by Danielle Freeman, the kid from Cedar Edge. Right down the middle of the floor, right side for Andrews. Got covered up in the zone defense on the attempted 3. Now to Nittler at the left side. Up top, Freeman. Freeman penetrates. Elbow gets it off to Andrews. Into the right corner. Open 3. Nittler, good. No, missed everything. I thought it went straight down. My bad. Got to get my eyes checked. Here's Claudia down the end of the court. Whips it over. Bud, left wing 3, short. And the rebound pulled off by Danielle Freeman. Freeman brings it in the front court. 8-7, Lamar the lead with 1:13 to go. They led 7-2. Lamar has scored the last 6 to lead 8-7. 2 3-pointers, one the old-fashioned way by Bud. And then the first one was a regular 3. Swing it around quickly. Nittler's open for 3 at the wing, and she hits. Taylor Nittler hits for 3 on the left wing, and they retake the lead. Our 3rd lead change of the quarter. It's 10-8. Otero by 2, 47 seconds to go. 23 on the shot clock, 47 in the quarter. Here's Davia down the left side of the lane, crashes into defender, and we got a travel call. She put her head down and tried to bore her way through a defender, and she took extra steps before she got that momentum, and the ball goes back to Otero. 7 turnovers to match almost the number of points Lamar has in the quarter. They have 8 points. 10-8, Otero the lead. Wide open underneath. Great pass, and missing the shot on the left side was Kreitzer. Check that. That's 20. That's Elba. Vera missed the shot. Lamar back the other way with a chance to take the lead as Scheitzel throws up a 3. It's partially blocked. The long lead down court. It's intercepted by Claudia with 14. Claudia with a 3-on-1. Right side pass down the middle. Throw up the underhand layup. No good by Pernis, and we have a jump ball. It'll remain Lamar basketball. Boy, Claudia threw a bullet pass to her Barcelonian teammate. And Pernis then just threw it up underhand, kind of a Rick Barry type free throw. Missed it short, but luckily she got the rebound and tied it up, and Lamar will have a chance to tie it or take the lead at 6.6 to go before the end of the quarter. Scheitzel dummies into the game. Balgoon. Here's Scheitzel down the lane, and no good. We got a blocking foul, or what? We have 2 different officials with 2 different calls. One has the block, one has the charge. We have the charge. So Scheitzel gets called for the charge. No basket. It didn't go in anyways. And with 3.3 to go, Otero will have it. Here's the shot from midcourt coming from Nittler. Nope, she's going to get it down court, but they're not going to get it off in time. Too many passes before the end of the quarter, and they tried to bank it in, did Vera, and it goes for naught. Nonetheless, Otero leads after 1 quarter. It wasn't the most pretty played quarters in the whole world, but nonetheless, the Rattlers lead at 10-8. We take time out. You're listening to LCC Women's Basketball on the YouTube channel and GoLopes.com. When we come back to the LCC Wellness Center, 10-8, Otero leads Lamar after the first quarter in the women's game. First of a doubleheader for you here on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the LCC Running Lopes basketball programs. Otero missed the shot from outside, was Kreitzer. Now they lob it down on the baseline. Estrada whips it out left side. With the pass and the catch is Freeman down to Numforth, who came into the game. Number 44, Tabitha is from Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Where's the number 44 for Otero? Lamar basketball. Up top with it is Hawkins, trailing at 10-8. They've had one lead at 2-0 and a second lead at 8-7, and Davia lost it out of bounds. They have as many turnovers as points right now. 8 points, 8 turnovers. Lamar's leading scorer is Kiera Budd with 6, 4 for Dami. She has 3 rebounds to go with those 4 points. Lamar has 2 points, that is. 2 points for Dami. And back the other way comes Kreitzer. Missed the layup on the left side with a right hand. It hit it short, hit the bottom of the rim, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Lamar. So Dami has 2. Kiera has 6. Lamar was 3 of 3 at the free throw line, 7 turnovers and 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. They were 2 3-pointers, 2 of 3 at the line, 4 turnovers, and their biggest lead was 5. Their leading scorer is 5 points from Savannah Madrid Andrews. That's a 3. Heather Estrada has 2, and the other 3 is for Taylor Nittler off the bench. 10-8 right now, the lead for Otero. Here's the try for the tie. Dami throws it up from the reverse side on the right, coming from the left, and she missed it short. Dumforth has the rebound, and here comes Otero back the other way. Into the right corner, Estrada. Short corner pass, trying to skip it all the way to the other side for Kreitzer, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Hawkins. Hawkins, Budd, Dami Belgun, Claudia Del Moro Garcia, and Tiana Davia out there right now for Lamar in their white uniforms. Playing the zone defense, deep into the right corner. Faking the 3 is Freeman, sets up at the right wing inside the arc, now around quickly. Here's the penetration, throwing it up off the glass, no good with a right-hand shot by Serrano, and a rebound pulled up by Davia. The underhand scoop pass to Claudia on the left side, and Claudia brings it in the front court, free throw line extended. Crossover on the dribble. She's picked up by a fellow Spaniard, Lucia Serrano Rons from Argentina, Spain. Deep 3, Dami, why not? Nothing else is working, so Dami missed it, though. The rebound pulled off by Kreitzer, and back the other way will come Otero. Sabella Raguso Pernis will check in at the next break. Here's Dumforth, the pass intended for. Davia knocked it off of Dumforth's hands. Now the officials on the side and underneath discuss, and it's turnover on Otero. Their 5th turnover of the game. 13 turnovers in a 10-8 ball game. We've played just over 2 minutes of the second quarter. Neither team has dotted the board here in the quarter on 2 different opportunities. Davia gets the high screen from Sabella. Bounce pass right side for Kiera Budd. Budd, who's got 6 points in the game. Bounce it for Hawkins to the wing, now to the corner for Davia. Gets a screen. Davia then flips it across and out of bounds. Flip pass out of bounds, and here comes Adina Krusco back into the ball game for Davia. 9 turnovers on Lamar. 10-8 remains the score. Otero the lead by 2, 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Left side pass for Freeman around the perimeter. That's Serrano looking at the high post. Now skip it. Freeman's open left wing 3, short. Rebound pulled up by Krusco. Krusco wants the run. Here's the 2-on-3. Krusco looking for a trailer, and it's tapped out of bounds. Touched last by Heather Estrada for Otero. Savannah Madrid Andrews back into the ball game. Also back into the contest comes Adriana Rios for Otero. It'll be Lamar basketball in front of the Otero bench over at the left wing. Claudia has the inbounds and has it on the right-hand dribble. Left side, free throw line extended. High post pass to the middle of the floor for Krusco. Now to Sabella. Open Krusco. Right wing 3 on the way. No. Too hard off the back iron. And the rebound and a travel is going to be called as Lucia Serrano Rons got the ball. Took an extra couple of steps to the defender there and didn't want to fall. End up traveling. 6 turnovers now on Otero. 9 on Lamar. Neither team has scored in the quarter. Get the ugly stick out here early. Hawkins right side. Sabella fires a 3. No, it's short. Lamar has hit 1-3, and that was from Bud. They got to be like 1 for 10 here in the game early on in the first half. 10-8 Otero. They've got 2 3-pointers and have the lead by 2. That's the way it was at the end of the quarter. Swing pass right side into the corner. Off the dribble. Skip pass left side. Kreitzer fires a 3. Barely drew iron. Rebound underneath. Pulled out of there by Hawkins. Ball touched by Otero, and Lamar gets it back. Ugh. Hit that ugly stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Up top right is Claudia. Zelmora Garcia gets it up to Bud. Bud gets a high screen. Didn't see Hawkins cut into the goal. She was wide open. Left side pass. Crusko bounce it down and we got an illegal pick. Sabella Raguso Pernas will be called for the illegal screen. It'll be a turnover on the Mars. The ball goes back over to Otero. First foul on Sabella, first of the quarter, and goodness gracious, we got a timeout. 6:11 to go in the second quarter. Nobody has scored in the quarter. It's still 10-8. Otero leads LCC. You're listening to Region 9 Basketball, LCC Women's Basketball on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. We're back to LCC's Wellness Center. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. LCC needs to get something going. Neither team has done anything here in the quarter. Neither team has scored, and we've played 4 minutes of the second quarter. Hello? 17 turnovers, 7 for Otero in the first half. Lamar with 10. Madrid missed the shot as she took a jump step, got the Euro step, missed it. Rebound pulled off there by Hawkins, and back the other way comes Lamar. A chance to tie again. Or take the lead. Here's the give and go. Hawkins caught it but lost it. Ball stripped away. Turnover number 11. 5:40 to go here in the quarter. Still nobody has scored in the second. 10-8 in favor of OJC. These teams are 2 of the worst scoring teams in the league. I guess we can see why. Otero's at 53 a game, which is 8th. Lamar is right underneath them at 53 a game. 53.7 and 53.8. And there's another 2 air balls. Otero turnover number 8 as the ball did not hit anything. Kaylin Wolf now into the ball game out of Angleton, Texas, and she's kneed and fouled by Savannah Madrid Andrews, who does not like the call at all. Obviously she went down, and obviously she stuck something into Wolf to make her go down. And back into the ball game for them is Alba Vera. She's out of Spain as well. Out of Vitasar del Mar. I'll work on my Spanish to work on saying that next time. Castilla up top. Hawkins fires a 3. No. Hit nothing but the glass. Ball comes right down to the hands of Otero. We put that down as a turnover because it hit nothing. 10-8. 12 turnovers now on Lamar. Otero still the lead by 2. Neither team has scored. We've played almost 6 minutes. 5 minutes and 30 seconds of the second quarter, and neither team has scored. Claudia down the right side of the lane, gives it off to Wolf. Wolf to the baseline. Wolf got it caught on her hip and then threw it away. Back the other way comes Serrano against Garcia, and she lays it in. She waited a second for her to go by, and our first points of the quarter come at the 4:23 mark. Almost 6 minutes into the quarter, and finally somebody scores, and Otero now leads at 12-8. 4-point lead. Here's Castillo up top, right side for Wolf. Into the left corner. Deep 3. Good from Castillo. Lamar finally on the board with a 3. That's their second of the game in 13 attempts. And it's 12-11. The lead of 1 for OJC. Serrano works right side to Andrews. The high post pass to Rios. Swing it around to Kreitzer. Tried to bounce it inside, and the ball is bounced into the hands of LCC. 9th turnover on Otero. Here's Claudia, 12-11. Chance for Lamar to retake the lead. Wolf for 3. No, it's off the top of the rim and hits the top of the backboard and goes just underneath the clock and out of bounds. Back into the ball game for them is Taylor Nittler from Kim. For Lamar, it'll be Catherine Scheitzel from Heidelberg, Germany, the home of one a good brew. 12-11 will bring it across the line as the score in favor of Otero. 3:28 to go here in the quarter. It's been a very ugly played game for both teams thus far. Offense has been inept. Another three missed by Savannah Madrid Andrews from the right corner. Here's Claudia on the speed dribble up the middle of the court, works right side. Now to the elbow, now to the goal, lays it up, good! Knocked to the floor, but no foul. But Lamar has retaken the lead. Lead change number 4 in the game, and it's 13-12 LCC. 3:03 to go in the quarter. Right side pass for Andrews. Takes a dribble around Scheitzel. Way out top to Kreitzer. Kreitzer on the dribble at the wing. Stopped and cut off there by Castilla. Now pass into the middle of the paint. Great pass by Nittler. Right side pass from the left. Off the glass, no, but a foul. Great job of passing. Nittler in the middle. Then went to the left baseline. And then Vera with the bounce pass across the lane to the right side to Adriana Rios, and Rios is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Lamar's foul is on Castillo, her first. And a free throw by Adriana Rios, a 6'2 freshman out of Kersey, Colorado, and Platte Valley, is good. She's a 59% free throw shooter on the season. They are 3 of 4 at the line in the first half. 13-13 tie, and the shot is no good. Missed. Rebound, Kreitzer in the paint, goes up from 8 feet and got it. So we've had 2 ties in the game, and now another lead change as Otero is taking it back at 15-13. Kreitzer with her first bucket of the game, first bucket this year against Lamar. She did not play in the first game because of an injury. 15-13 Otero. Coach Taylor Schaefer in his first year after assisting last couple of years said she's a key player. And there's Claudia with a teardrop, hits the ground, doing her best Mono Ginobili impersonation. 15-15, third tie of the ball game. Second here in the quarter. 2:08 to go. Madrid's open for 3, and it's good from the deep left corner. Her second of the night. She's got 8 to lead all scorers. 18-15. Otero takes the lead by 3. Wolf outside right on the dribble. 1:52 to go. Here's Castilla faking the 3. Now gets a screen set by Kreitzel. Scheitzel it is. Down low on the baseline for Pernis. Back out to Claudia. Claudia lobs it inside, and we got a holding foul as Pernis is trying to establish inside position down along the baseline, and she was held. Foul was on Elba Verna. That'll be her first. And the team's second here in the quarter. And it was not a shooting foul, so Lamar will get the ball back and a new shot clock. 1:36 to go in the quarter. Here's a runner again. Claudia throws it up, no good. The rebound loose underneath. Pernis got knocked all the way underneath the basket, and Kreitzer got the loose ball off the floor. 18-15 Otero. Kreitzer behind the back on the dribble. Gets it up to Rios. Rios trying to get rid of it, threw it away. 10th turnover on Otero. Lamar has 13. Here's Claudia down to the other end. 1 against 2, off the glass, too hard. Rebound tapped around, and Claudia gets the rebound on the deflection. 18-15 OJC with 1:10 to go. She's instant spark, folks. Down to the baseline, the pass intended for Pernis. Down to the floor as the pass was taken away from her by Adriana Rios. Looked like Otero was going to travel, but no call, and they have the basketball as Lamar turns it over for the 14th time in the first half. Left side, Nittler, open 3, good! Taylor Nittler from 3, her second of the night. They have 4 3-pointers, 2 in each quarter, and their biggest lead of the night is 21-15. 6-point lead with 35 seconds to go, and what do we got? It's on Kreitzer. It'll be her third. Or check that, her second. And he quickly gets in a substitution. Danielle Freeman will come in for Taylor Schaefer as Kreitzer picks up her second. Third. Bud is back in as Wolf will come out. 21-15, Otero by 6, largest lead of the night for him here in the second quarter, just before halftime. Shot clock is 4 seconds ahead of the game clock. 20 on the shot clock right now, 23 on the game for the quarter. Claudia gets a high screen right side, comes off it, down the middle of the paint, kicks it off. And Catherine Scheitzel from Germany fires the 3, no good. Rebound Bud, she'll kick it way out top with 10. There is no shot clock, 21-15. With 6, Right side, Kreitzel back to Claudia, fires an NBA three. It's partially deflected, and with 1 second, Nittler from three-quarter court airballs it, and that'll end the second quarter.
That was only the first quarter?
First half of play. 21-15 at the end of the first half in favor of Otero. 11 points scored by Otero in that quarter. Only 7 by Lamar in the first 2 quarters. Lamar has had 8 points and 7 points and only have 15 here at the break. Can't wait to see when I get a copy of the stats what they're shooting from three-point range, because it's got to be anemic to say the least. 21-15 right now. Otero leads it by 6. We take time out. You're listening to GoLopes.com and LCC women's basketball, part of our doubleheader tonight against OJC in the big rivalry matchup. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We come back to the LCC Wellness Center at halftime of the LCC Otero Junior College Women's Basketball game for Region 9. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes, along with Cameron, my engineer. 21-15. If you like offense, this is not the game you want to watch. Let me give you some of the numbers, folks. Here they are. Otero is leading 21-15. They are shooting 7 of 25 from the floor for 28%. Hey, they get the prize, though, for the top three-point shooting. They're 4 of 12 at 33%. Lamar, as we mentioned in the first half, struggling to say the least. 2 of 15 from three-point range. That is a whopping .133%. That's 13% from three-point range. Yes, not good. 5 of 25 of the first half from the floor for 20%. Lamar turned it over. My stats had a little different than those guys downstairs. Mine had 14 and 10 for Otero. They had Otero with 10, and they had Lamar with 13. Nonetheless, that's 23 turnovers and a combined combination of 36 points in the first half for the teams. Not good or not pretty basketball for either team, but I'm telling you right now, Taylor Schaefer and the Otero Lady Rattlers have won 2 straight and have played a hellacious schedule this year against 5 ranked teams, including 4 that are in the top 10 in the country. They'll take it. They're leading 21-15 on the road, trying to split the season series and get themselves right into the thick of the top spot in Region 9. Lamar comes in today's game at 5-1, tied with Western Nebraska, who's got some coaching issues. Their regular coach resigned just the other day, so they have their interim coach that will stay on. And so they're 5-1 as well before they hit action this weekend against Laramie County tomorrow in Cheyenne, which ought to be an interesting matchup to say the least, after Laramie County lost on Wednesday at Eastern Wyoming. And, of course, Laramie County beat LCC last week here. Go figure. Nobody can understand this year. A lot of coaches, 4 of them in their first year, and it's a mad scramble right now for the top spot. And right now, Lamar leads it, tied with Western Nebraska, both teams at 5-1. Tonight, struggle for Lamar. Leading scorer for LCC here at the break is Kiara Budd off the bench with 6. She had all of those on back-to-back three-point plays, one the conventional way and one the old-fashioned way. That was in the first. Dami Balgoon has 2. Shania Castillo has 3, 2 in the game for Claudia Del Moro Garcia as well. Lamar's hit 2 3-pointers, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. They committed 14 turnovers and have had 2 2-point leads in the ball game. There have been 5 lead changes in the first half. For Otero, Lucia Serrano-Rons has 2. Savannah Madrid Andrews has 8, including 2 3-pointers. We mentioned the first time they played, she had 7 back in December. Sydney Kreitzer has 2. Heather Estrada has 2. Off the bench, Taylor Nittler has 6 on 2 3-pointers, the outstanding shooter from down the road here in Southeast Colorado. And Kim, she has 6. And Adriana Rios has 1. They have 4 3-pointers, 3 of 4 at the free throw line, and 6 turnovers in the quarter for a total of 10. They had their biggest lead at 6, which it is right now here as we start the third. Lamar will go from right to left on your monitor to start the second half, and they throw it away on the first pass. They tried to force it into Dami at the high post right side, and Lamar has turned it over for the 15th time. Otero with a chance to go up 8, possibly 9 if they hit a 3. Here's Kreitzer to the right wing, spins at the elbow, throws it up in traffic, no good. Rebound, Dami Balgoon says, I will not let you have that ball. It is mine. She's got 4 in the first half, or 4 in the game now, averages 9. Tops in South Sub-Region, 36th best in the country. 21-15 Otero. They get a high screen for Crusko, won't use it. Now to Davia. Free throw line extended right. She gets a screen from Hawkins. Hawkins rolls to the basket. They don't use it. Give it back to Castillo, left side. High post pass for Hawkins. Another bad pass. Lamar cannot get a pass into their high post right now. Every time they do, it gets thrown away. Down court, Waddles tries to save it. She caught it and traveled out of bounds. Oh, the record is still broken, folks. Turnover on Otero. Lamar's turned it over 2 times in 2 possessions, and Otero's turned it over once in their 2 possessions. We are scoreless. We went almost 6 minutes of the second quarter without a bucket until 4:23 remained in the quarter before Otero finally got on the board. They led 10-8 after a quarter, and Lamar throws it away on the inbounds. Bounce it to Davia. She tried to bounce it back to Hawkins and threw it behind her out of bounds. Third turnover in 3 possessions for Lamar in the third quarter. 21-15. Yeah, you can tell the broadcasters also really struggling here. Up top to Kreitzer. Kreitzer for Otero with the basketball and a 6-point lead. Baseball skip pass. Right side, Andrews, open 3. Yep. String music for Savannah Madrid Andrews from Denver. She's got 3 threes on the night. They have 5 threes in the game, and they lead it 24-15. It's their biggest lead in the night of 9. Lamar dribbles in the front court. Here's Davia. Crashes into a defender. Throws it off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled off by 24. That would be Heather Estrada on a swing. The other way comes Otero. Right corner for Savannah Madrid. Now to the cutter, to the baseline. Estrada tried to wrap around the pass to Waddles. Lost it. Way out top. Out top to Serrano. Now to Kreitzer. Back to Serrano. 11 on the shot clock. 8:13 on the third quarter clock. 24-15 lead for Otero. Here's Waddles. Elbow jumper. Left side off the iron. No good. Dami bats the ball in the corner, and Krusko comes out of there with it. She's double teamed, and we have... What? She was out of bounds? No. Otero was out of bounds when they tried to touch it, so they give it back to Lamar. 24-15, 9-point lead. The only points in the quarter right thus far is a 3-pointer from Savannah Madrid Andrews. Her third of the night for Otero. High screen set by Hawkins. Here's Tiana Davia. Bad pass again. 4 times they've had the ball, 4 turnovers. Here's Serrano missing the left-hand layup. It's crashed out of bounds as Krusko touched it in front of Waddles, and the ball remains with Otero. Davia comes out again. Kiara Budd comes in for her. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers, and we got a timeout, Lamar. Landon Steele, first-year head coach by way of Northwest Kansas Tech, cannot like what he's seeing right now. Every time down the floor, they're turning it over. 7:40 to go in the third. It's Otero 24, Lamar 15. It's junior college women's basketball from the LCC Wellness Center. The rivalry game, LCC and Otero, when we come back on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. Along with my engineer, Cameron. Not feeling the greatest today. We got the big box of Kleenex right next to him. Hopefully he feels better as the ball is taken away on Otero's inbounds. Their 12th turnover of the game, second of the quarter. Krusko flies into the front court, and what do we got? We're going to have a Lamar foul, I believe, an illegal screen. Oh, they're going to call it on Otero. Oh, Taylor Schaefer's not happy. Either is Savannah Madrid Andrews. She cannot believe the call. I can't believe the call either up here watching it. They say she crashed right through the set screen. 24-15, Lamar trails by 9 with the basketball. Here's Kiara Budd. Backdoor pass to Hawkins. Hawkins turns, and what do we got? We got a foul or a jump ball? Jump ball. And the ball right back to Otero. Estrada tied up Hawkins as she had it down low around her belt. Estrada reached in, and now teams are huddling up for some reason. It'll be Otero basketball. Hawkins didn't like the way that Estrada reached in and tried to grab her, and Lamar turns it over again on the arrow change. 19 turnovers for Lamar in the game. They only have 15 points. 24-15. They've yet to score in the third quarter. 9-point lead for Otero. It's their largest. Madrid off a double team at the left wing. Way out top to Serrano. Serrano, skip pass right side for Kreitzer. She's double teamed against this 1-3-1 zone. The ball is stripped and taken away. Turnover Otero, their 13th. I think you can just record me saying turnover and you've got kind of the game wrapped up in a nutshell, unfortunately, as of this point. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lamar down 9. They need to get something going. Krusko up top gets the screen. Right side, bad pass. Serrano in the passing lane, picks it up. 1-on-none, lays it up with the left hand, good. Lucia Serrano runs her second field goal of the night. She's got 4, and their biggest lead of the night is 11 at 26-15, and Lamar is still not scored in the quarter. 6.5 to go. Here's Krusko deep in the left wing. Now in the dribble. Gives it back to Hawkins at the left wing. On the dribble and carried the basketball. Claudia Del Moro Garcia will check in for Adina. Coach was hoping that the sophomore would express and show those leadership skills to get this team going. Thus far, it's not happened, as Lamar trails by 11 with 6:09 to go in the third. Otero into the front court on the dribble. Serrano gives it up to Kreitzer left side. Free throw line extended. Now to Strada. Back out to Serrano. Dribbles to the free throw line. Gets it off to Madrid. She's open for a second. Missed the three. Short. Rebound loose in the paint. Pulled out of there by Kiera Budd. LCC basketball needs to get something going. They have their spark plug in there. Claudia, though, only averaging 10 points a ball game. Only has 2 thus far. On the dribble against Serrano, the Spaniard. And a foul on Lucia Serrano-Rans. That'll be her second. And it'll be Claudia basketball for LCC underneath the basket. And what do we got? We got a hold. Got a hold on Kreitzer. If it's Kreitzer, it's her third. Kreitzer's third, and their second here in the quarter, just like that. That didn't even set any time off. Castillo with it deep in the right corner. On the left-hand dribble, way up top to Claudia. Claudia, right-hand dribble to the wing, between the legs on the dribble. Now fires it up. 8-footer on the run is good. She likes that shot. Little teardrop right side on the run. 26-17. The lead is now back to 9 for Otero. Lob pass down to the baseline. Estrada back to Madrid. Up top, Serrano penetrates inside the elbow. Jumper, bank it off the window and in. Smart play by Lucia Serrano-Rans. Had open space, just banks it in from 8 feet. She's got 4 in the quarter. 28-17. Otero matches her biggest lead at 11. In-time pass intended for Dami. It's batted away. 21st turnover of the game on Lamar. They've only scored 17 points. We're under 5 minutes to go, and they turn it over. Ball loose on the floor. Going for it was Hawkins. Can't come up with it as Otero gets it back. And now they throw it away. Serrano threw it over the intended target, Estrada, on the left baseline. And out of bounds it goes. Turnover number 14 for Otero. Men's game coming up next. Nationally ranked LCC against Otero. Red Hot have won 8 straight, 9 of their last 10. That'll be the matchup. Everybody will be here for that on whiteout night here for LCC Otero. Big rivalry game. And Catherine Kreitzel is into the game. Scheitzel with a basketball left side for Budd. Budd and a legal screen. Scheitzel called for the illegal screen, trying to hand it off to her teammate Budd going by. Another turnover on Lamar, the 22nd. Scheitzel will get the foul. That'll be her second. Third on the team. Check that the first on the team here in the quarter. And Otero basketball with an 11-point lead. It's their biggest of the night. They've had it on 2 occasions. Freeman into the game along with Nittler. Bullet pass inside, down low. Missed the shot was Rios. Dami has it, got knocked to the floor. And a travel is called on Dami. Dami arguing with the official as Waddles got in her grill in her kitchen. Waddles is right there going face-to-face with her. I don't think it's the right person to go face-to-face with Dami. She's hot right now. Another turnover on Lamar, their 23rd. The inbounds pass, right side, throw it away, Otero. Touched by Rios. Rios tried to bounce it across the Waddles and threw it out of bounds. I don't know about you two, but this is just not an entertaining game to watch. I'm sorry. 38 turnovers in the game. 38. 28-17, and Bud just turned it over again. High dribble, lost it off the dribble. And then they threw it back and turned it over back. Here's Claudia, 2-on-3. Lay it up, good for Bud. She's got 8 to lead Lamar off the bench. 28-19, Lamar with a press, and they'll break it on the dribble. Into the front court, Danielle Freeman. Freeman down low, Waddles, backs her way in against Dami. Left-handed shot, good. Over Dami Balgoon. Brooklyn Waddles, the kid from La Junta, gets her first bucket. 30-19. 3:39 to go in the third. High screen for Ann. Claudia dribbles off of it, down low to Dami. Dami in the paint, throws up the jump hook, good. Need to get her going. Both teams have hit on the last couple of possessions. Nittler, right side to Rios. Rios dribbles it across the line. Lob pass into the right corner for Madrid. Underneath the Waddles. Left-hand layup, good. Now the teams are hitting. Waddles has got 4 in a row, and the lead still remains 11. 32-21. They're on a seesaw right now, and that's not going to get Lamar back into the game. They got to get some stops. 3:02 to go in the third quarter. Bud has it up top. Ball stripped away from her. She chases it down near midcourt. Shania Castillo waiting for the screen, and we got a touch foul over there on Taylor Nittler, not allowing Castillo to get to the corner. Nittler is called for the foul. That'll be the 4th. One more, and Lamar will be shooting here in the quarter. 4 on Otero. Nittler will check out of the ball game, it looks like. Back into the contest, number 20. That's Alba Verna. Or Vera, that is. Also out of Spain for Otero. Castillo at the right wing gets the screen for Ann-Catherine Scheitzel. Now to the elbow. Left side pass for Bud. 32-21. Otero by 11 with 2:43 to go in the third. Scheitzel sets another screen. Claudia takes it to the goal, throws it up on the run. No, and she got knocked to the ground as she went up for the shot. Littlest player on the court trying to make something out of nothing, and does as she ends up at the free throw line. So that'll be the third foul on Savannah Madrid Andrews. They have 2 players with 3 fouls. Claudia Del Moro Garcia at the 9. First time there tonight. She's a 67% free throw shooter. 32-21, 2:38 to go in the third. Claudia's free throw's up and good. Kind of the reverse spin up there as she throws it up. Alyssa Lovano, another kid from the Valley, from La Junta High School. Played her first couple of years at Cheraw, and then father got the superintendent job at La Junta, and she went with dad to La Junta, and that's where she graduated from last year. Outstanding three-point shooter, outside shooter when she was with Cheraw. And she did the same thing at La Junta. Second free throw is no good for Claudia in back court. Here's Lovato, fires the three right off the bench, short. Rebound in the paint, throwing it up, no for Rios, but a foul coming up on LCC. Claudia will get the foul, and the baseball players starting to get into it with the officials. That's Claudia's second. Oh, that's Sabella, they say, on the foul. Sabella gets the foul. Ragoso Pernis, that's her second. And the free throw no good for Rios. So LCC tries to get back into it. They need a defensive stop. Maybe missed free throws will help. It's a 10-point game. 2:27 to go in the third. 32-22. Otero the lead. Free throw up and no good. Pernis the rebound. The outlet to Garcia. They had been 3 of 4 at the line in the game. Here's Garcia throwing up a wild shot underneath. Missed it. Nobody there for the rebound except dark blue shirts. Claudia not happy about that. Here's Freeman, double teaming on the free throw line, extended right. Now to Lovato. Lovato in traffic, bounces it out to Nittler. Left side Freeman, another freshman, pulls up off the dribble and throws an air ball. Claudia gets the rebound on the other side. And back the way LCC comes from right to left. Castillo fires a three short. Rebound in the far corner by Freeman, and with 1:50 to go, it's still a 10-point lead for Otero. They've had an 11-point lead on 2 occasions here in the quarter, and that's been their biggest. Inside pass, Rios. Right side, Lovato. Fakes the 18-footer. Now up top. Wide open three for Freeman from Cedar Edge out on the western side of the state. Is an air ball and another turnover. 18 turnovers now on Otero. Lamar has turned it over 24 times. Stecky into the game. Marlene. Where's the number 1 for Lamar? She's also from Germany. Did not play the last game. She has the basketball. Right wing, free throw line extended. Gets a screen. Dribbles into the circle. Left side for Garcia. 1:20 to go in the quarters. 13 on the shot clock. Garcia behind the back on the dribble. To the goal. To the baseline. Tries to bounce it out front. Does the Scheitzel. Right side Bud. Back to Claudia. Deep three. Right corner. No. Rimmed off. Hit the front of the rim. Bounces deep into the corner. Pulled out by Freeman. 32-22. Otero by 10 with 1:02 to go in the quarter. Nittler lost control of it. Got it back up top. Now right side for Lovato. Lovato at the wing, up top to Taylor, left side for Freeman. Down on the baseline. Rios, a bunch of freshmen out there for Otero, and right now leading it by 10. Lovato step back, fire a three, no good. Rebound in the paint, pulled out of there by Verna. Gets it off to Rios, left side for Freeman. Now to Taylor Nittler. 32-22, 35 on the game clock for the quarter, 20 on the shot clock, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Officials telling the bench for Otero to stay down on their seats as the ball is venturing over in front of them. Nittler will inbound it. Get it to Danielle Freeman out of Cedar Edge. Dribbles from left to right. Now to Lovato at the right wing. Back to Freeman. Freeman holds it high. Right side Lovato against the 2-3 zone. Quickly into the corner. They work the pass, try to get the open shooter. Can't do it this time as they missed the three. Rios took it. Scheitzel got the rebound. Back the other way comes Claudia. Gets a high screen. Right side of the lane to the goal. Scoop layup. Good! Need more of that. Claudia's got 5 1/4, 7 in the game. 32-24. Long pass down court. Stecky knocks it away, and that's the way the quarter will end. So they built it up to 11 as Lamar was not able to score many points in the quarter, to say the least. But nonetheless, did come on at the very end. They've got some mo going into the fourth. They only trail by 8. It's Otero 32 and LCC 24. 10 more minutes of basketball, or do we get extra time? We'll find out when we come back. You're listening to LCC Women's Basketball. LCC and Otero from the LCC Wellness Center, Lamar, Colorado, on the YouTube channel and GoLopes.com. We're back to LCC. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. Glad you're with us tonight. Fourth quarter we go. It's 32-24. Lamar the basketball, trailing by 8 after they trailed by 11 and could get nothing going and finally started to get some buckets going as Claudia drove to the basket. Claudia Del Moro Garcia down low. Pernis turns, tries to go reverse, missed the shot. Went from right to left, and Brooklyn Waddles held her ground. And back the other way, she'll get the rebound and get it back to the Rattlers. They lead it by 8 with 9 minutes to go in regulation. Right side pass, Andrews now into the corner. With it is Estrada. Up top, penetrating is Serrano. Deep three, right wing, short. Rebound, Estrada goes up, no, but a foul on Ann Catherine. She bumped into her. Even though she went straight up and down, she had her body out in front. The official, the deep official, in the C position as we call it in the official biz, calls the foul. So Ann Catherine Scheitzel will pick up her third. And to the free throw line is Estrada for the first time tonight. Free throw is no good for the kid from Swink. She's a 62% free throw shooter. They've missed all 3 free throws here in the second half as Sabetta Pernis will check out. Hawkins back in there. 32-24. 2 bounces for Estrada. Fires it up there, and it's good. First free throw made for them in the second half. They are now 4 of 8 in the ball game. 33-24. 9-point lead for Otero. 3-possession game as Bud has it. Try to get it back to Hawkins and threw it away. Lamar turned it over that last quarter 9 times. They're up to 25 in the game, and they have 25 points. So they have more turnovers than points right now in the contest. 9-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Otero's turned it over 18 times. They had 7 in the last quarter. Right side, Madrid open for 3. No good. Too far. Marlene Stecky with a rebound on the other side for Lamar. Up top left is Bud. Right side dribble for Marlene. Free throw line extended right. Into the corner, Bud to Ann Catherine Scheitzel. Back to Bud. Back to Scheitzel. Fakes the 3. Penetrates on the dribble. Takes a Euro step across the lane. Missed everything. Went off the glass, and we have a timeout on the floor called by Otero. So Otero will have the basketball. 75 feet to go, and a 33-24 lead with 8:24 left in the fourth. You're listening to LCC Women's Basketball against Otero. Rivalry matchup on Whiteout Night here at the LCC Wellness Center. We come back in a moment on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. We come back to the Wellness Center here at Lamar Community College. 33-24, Otero the lead. Last time Lamar won the game against Otero back in December 3rd, they outscored Otero in the third and second quarters combined 34-15.
Oh, that's
Steal by Garcia. Took it away from Serrano. Bounce it off to the trailer. Bud lays it up and in. Good defense by Claudia. Stole it away from the fellow Spaniards to 33-26. Almost got another steal. Serrano into the front court to Kreitzer. Tried to bounce it down low. Hustling back on defense and knocking it out of bounds was Kiera, Bud, and Stenke. It'll remain Otero ball, but we've seen some energy and enthusiasm as they ran all the way down the court just to get that pass away, as Otero would have had an easy layup. 33-26. Lamar looks like they've turned it up a little defensively. They are really all over the Otero players on this possession. Inside pass, Kreitzer. Pump fake, missed everything, got a piece of the rim. Waddle's got the rebound, no good. Tapped way out, and Serrano chases it down. Bad pass, Claudia with the steal. Garcia to the goal, good. Claudia Del Moro Garcia. She's now got 9 and a travel on Otero on the inbounds pass. 20 turnovers now on Otero, 2 in the quarter. It's a 5-point game in LCC basketball with 7.5 to go in the fourth. Don't go anywhere yet. Lamar has decided to turn the engine on. Inbounds Hawkins, now to Claudia. Claudia up top, working against the fellow Spaniard. Serrano gets a screen. And Catherine Scheitzel. Scheitzel right side of the lane on the run, throws it up short. Serrano the rebound, Lucia. And bringing it up the court for Otero. 33-28, OJC lead by 5. They've led by as many as 11 twice in the third quarter. Lamar's lead's been only 2, and there's another steal by Bud, knocked it out of bounds, but touched last by Kiera. Boy, neither team passing well, and not even faking passes. Everything is telegraphed, as Cameron said earlier. Used to be a great color commentary, but everything is telegraphed. I mean, you can send an SOS and say, or a Morse code, it's coming, because if you're watching it, you can see the pass coming. You can just watch the game and see it coming. You know where it's going. That's not a good sign of good offense. 7 on the shot clock, and Bud will get called for the foul against Savannah Madrid Andrews. They had some words exchanged between the two. Madrid Andrews from Denver. Kiera from the small Dighton community of Dighton in western Kansas, and they're still talking over on the left baseline. Oh, and now the hands are going up against each other. And we got an illegal screen, I believe. Yep. Same thing. I was watching Kiera and Savannah as the ball was on the other side of the court, and someone set the screen trying to get Savannah open for a 3 for OJC, and it's an illegal screen. Brooklyn Waddles set it. Her third foul. First on Otero in the fourth quarter. 33-28. LCC the lead by 5, 6:45 to go in regulation. Castillo, right side, gets a screen from Hawkins. On the left-hand dribble, stops in the circle. Gets it up to Claudia. Between the legs, behind the back. Gives it off to Ann Catherine. Right side for Bud. Bud to the baseline. Bud tries to wrap around the pass to Hawkins. It's knocked out of bounds. Knocking out of bounds was Heather Estrada as she stepped her body in front of the pass. And the ball remains with LCC, and they want a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 6.5 to go in regulation here in the fourth quarter. It's Otero 33 and Lamar 28. Get buckled in for the final 6:30 of the fourth quarter, and we come back to the LCC Wellness Center on the LCC YouTube channel and GoLopes.com. We come back to the LCC Wellness Center. These teams 33-28. Not been a pretty game, but it's gotten tighter with bad defense on both sides here in the quarter. Turnovers have led to points for LCC. They try to inbound it due to Hawkins. Hawkins on the baseline, double team, gets it out to Castilla. Castilla on the dribble, stops it off, throws it up to Garcia. Couldn't get a shot off before the clock went off. And at 33-28, the ball goes back to Otero. So Lamar shot clock violation, their 26th turnover of the game. Here's Serrano into the right corner for Kreitzer. Left side pass, penetrating with the dribble and losing it. Estrada comes out of there with it, and we have a foul on the ground. Serrano was in the circle, tried to bounce it to Estrada. And Lamar's called for the hold, and it's on Shelby Hawkins. That's Hawkins' first, I believe. Yep. And Lamar's first of the quarter. Check that, third of the quarter. Inbounds pass. Kreitzer catches it underneath on the left side at the box down low and banks it up and in. Too easy on that inbounds pass. No defense to protect her, and it's 35-28. 7-point lead for OJC. Castilla on the dribble, left side for Bud. Lamar plays Trinidad State Monday night here at home. Bounce pass, tried to bounce it from the right elbow down low to Scheitzel and bounced it out of bounds. 27th turnover of the game, and Tiana Davia will come into the ball game, and Hawkins will come out. 5:43 to go in the fourth. 7-point lead, 3-possession game right now. Sydney Kreitzer on the inbounds. Dribbles into the front court. She's double teamed. Tied up. Jump ball. Arrow possession, Otero. Otero basketball in front of their bench. They maintain possession on the arrow with 5:33 to go. 21 will remain on the shot clock. Up top to Serrano. Lucia has it up top against Claudia Del Moro Garcia. Two Spaniards working player to player on the defense. Kreitzel across the lane, missed it off the glass too hard. And Catherine Scheitzel out of Heidelberg, Germany, the rebound. She'll get it to Claudia. Claudia right side of the court, gets a screen. Right side, takes it on a jump step. Back to Castilla and a travel call. One official thought the travel, the other one did not say anything, and Castilla thought she kept her feet still, but to no avail. 28 turnovers on Lamar to match the number of points they have. 5:13 to go. Bad pass, and it's kicked out of there. Claudia got a piece of it. Went off her leg, out of bounds. It'll still remain Otero ball. Lamar picking up pressure full court on the movement of Otero's basketball into the front court. Inbounding it'll be Heather Estrada on the trigger. Looks, finds Savannah. Savannah against Bud. Bud steals it on the crossover dribble. Bud, trailer right side. Davia to the goal. Scoop it up and in. Tiana Davia's first bucket of the night, and a full timeout called by Tyler Schaefer as Lamar gets it within 5 with under 5 to go at 4:59 in the fourth. It's 35-30 as another steal leads to a basket for LCC. We take timeout. We come back to the fourth quarter remains on LCC Women's Basketball and GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. $35-30 is the lead for Otero. Just under 5 to go here in regulation. Lamar has outscored them 6-1 in the quarter. That's news because Lamar's biggest point total of the game, 8, 7, and 9 in a quarter, and they already got 6. Otero with the inbounds. They are able to run it with the basket made, and now Kreitzer dribbles into the corner. Gets it up top to Estrada, who dribbles it across the line. She's quickly double-teamed. She's trapped, trying to get rid of it. Does get rid of it, and a foul coming up on Castilla. She knocks Serrano to the ground. The teams have to separate as they congregate around one another. An official steps in to make sure that there is no extracurricular activities. Castilla picks up the foul. Lamar now with 2 fouls in the quarter. 4 fouls, that is, in the quarter. One more, and they'll be shooting free throws. Shania has her second foul of the game. 4 on Lamar in the quarter, 35-30. Right corner for Kreitzer. Kreitzer down low. Estrada backs her way in, puts it off the glass and in. Nice shot by Heather Estrada, 5'7" sophomore from Swink. Averages 6, and she's got 5 in the game. 2 in the first quarter, 3 here in the fourth. A free throw and a bucket. 37-30 Otero. 4:22 to go in the fourth. Bud up top. Kreitzel and Catherine whips it over in the corner for Davia. Running air ball as she throws it up, coming from the left side of the baseline. Just throws up an air ball, and it comes into the hands of Serrano. Serrano with a baseball pass into the front court to Kreitzer, and we have a foul on Castilla. And Lamar will put them into the bonus on the 5th foul. So Otero will be at the free throw line. Castilla will pick it up. Her 3rd, team 5th. And into the bonus for Sydney Kreitzer and OJC. They missed their first 3 of the second half. Estrada ended that streak earlier here in the quarter, making one. So they're 1 of 4 in the fourth. Kreitzer has yet to be at the line tonight. She has 4 points in the game. Free throw is right through. High Rainbow swishes through. She's a 5'7" sophomore from Honey, averaging 11 points, 3 rebounds. 73% free throw shooter. 38-30. Missed the second one too hard off the back iron. Rebound pulled off by Claudia Del Moro Garcia. On the speed dribble into the right side of the court to the basket and bumped and will stop play. And it'll be Lamar basketball out of bounds underneath. Second foul of the quarter on Otero. Blocking foul called on Lucia Serrano-Rons. And that'll be Serrano's 3rd. 3:55 to go, and here comes Dami Balgoon back into the ballgame. She had sat for a long time. She's got 4 points and 4 rebounds in the game. Averages 9 points and 9 rebounds. High screen set. Tiana, right side, Bud, open 3, no. Barely drew iron. Rebound pulled off by Brooklyn Waddles and Otero. They lead it by 8 with 3:44 to go in the fourth, trying to split the season series. Here's Serrano right down the lane, gets it up to Estrada, bangs under defender, blocked by Tommy, into the hands of Davia. 22 turnovers on Otero now. Here's Castillo, fires at lefty 3. It's off the back iron, hard, no good. Serrano has the rebound and then pushes Castilla in the face, no call. Spin dribble on the reverse pivot into the front court for Kreitzer. 38-30, as we said, there is no love lost between these two schools. 3:15 to go in the fourth. There'll be extra security here tonight. A couple of my buddies from Lamar Police Department will be here to work the extra shift. Waddle missed the bank shot underneath right side. She's a left-hander and shot it with a right hand too hard. Claudia into the front court. 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Claudia to the goal, lays it up, no. Dami the rebound in the paint, kicks it out. Tiana fires a 3, barely drew iron. Dami with another rebound, long. Out between the circles, gets it back to Tiana Davia. Now to Claudia, left side between the circles. 38-30 Otero, 2:44 to go. Penetrate, Castillo, open, Davia fires a 3 again, no, missed it short. Rebound kicks out long. Just cannot hit a 3. As we said in the first half, they shot 13%. Claudia almost got a steal from Serrano, right down the lane, the runner, no, and Davia bangs her in the face. Hard foul. Serrano holding her upper lip. Davia not happy with her misses down at the other end and fouled kind of in frustration, it looked like. 2 coming up, 2:27 to go. It's 38-30. Davia's first of the game. At the free throw line is Lucia Serrano-Rons. First time tonight. Free throw up and good. She's a 46% free throw shooter. She's got 5 now, and Adina Krusco back into the game for the sophomore. The only returner from last year's squad. Has yet to score tonight. Average is 5. Need to get something out of her down the stretch. Serrano's second one is good, and she's got 6. 3 buckets. 3 buckets and 2 free throws. She's got 8 in the game, and a foul called at the other end on Serrano for Otero. So the game continues to crawl along. It's 40-30 Otero. A lot of stoppages here in the last part of the fourth quarter. That'll be the 4th on Otero. 1 more, and Lamar will be shooting free throws in the quarter, in the bonus. Inbounds Crusko. Looks, throws it over the head of Bud, but Castillo tracks it down. Claudia has it up top. Very short team out there except for Dami for Lamar right now. Trying to get some three-point shooters. They need to get some open space. Crusko lost the ball. Got it deflected, got it back, got it to Castillo. High post pass to Dami. Dami fake, lay it up. Good, and a foul! Waddles, the freshman, got burnt that time. First time in the game. As Taylor Schaefer tells her, stay on the ground. Don't go for the fake. She did. Dami lays it in on the pump fake with the left hand. Waddles got her from behind, and that'll be the foul on Brooklyn, her fourth. Puts Lamar into the bonus for the rest of the game as well. 40-32, free throw good. Dami's got 7 in the game, 3 of 3 at the line. 40-33, it's a 7-point lead. Pass to Estrada at the right elbow. Now to Kreitzer. Crusko picks her up, and a touch foul called on Crusko. Kreitzer will go to the free throw line. She's 1 of 2. Crusko picks up her second. We'll have a lot of foul shots here in the final 155. See if Lamar can take advantage of the misses, if there are. Kreitzer does not miss, so she hits the first. 4 in the quarter, 6 in the game for her. 5 below her average of 11. Did not play the first game because of an injury and is playing against Lamar for the first time in her junior college career at Otero. Hits the second one. She's got 3 free throws, 3 of 4 in the fourth quarter. 42-33. Castillo fires a 3, no good. Dami the rebound inside and got smacked in the face and got smacked in the side as Estrada and Waddle sandwich her on the rebound attempt. Dami comes out of there with the board. She's now up to 8 rebounds in the game and holding her face, no blood. Official has a conversation with her as Dami puts her hands on her side. Talking to the official. That's the kid from Lagos, Nigeria. 42-33, $1:47 to go in regulation. Lamar needs free throws made and then a stop. Maybe a steal. Free throw on the way, Dami, all over the iron and good. Nice and slow, and it hung on the rim and decided to go down. 42-34. Dami's perfect on the night at the line, 4 of 4. Next one is all over the iron, no good to the right side. I had to say something, didn't I? 42-34. Into the front court comes Serrano. Gets it off to Estrada with 1:40 to go in the fourth. Serrano right down the paint, pulls up, throws it off the window too hard. Dami with her 9th rebound of the game. Yanks it out of there, gets it up to Claudia. Lamar needs a 3 in the worst of ways, or a 3-point play. Here's Bud, open 3 on the wing. Good! Kiera's second of the game, and it comes at an opportune time. She's Lamar's leading scorer tonight. She's got 13, and we'll keep it right here with 1:22 to go in the fourth. It's 42-37. Ask and you shall receive. We needed a 3, and Bud hits the 3. Kiera averages 5 a game. She's having her best game possibly of the year with 13. First time she had 5 against LCC, or against Otero in the win back on December the 3rd. Crowd starting to file in on whiteout night. The men's game coming up next, and we'll have it for you. 42-37. Otero the lead in the women's game. Just over a minute to go in regulation. Serrano has 8 for them. Savannah Madrid Andrews has 3 3-pointers and 11. Waddles has 4. Kreitzer has 7. Heather Estrada has 5. Taylor Nittler hit 2 threes in the first half. She has 6. Adriana Rios has 1. They have a total of 5 threes in the game. Lamar has 3 threes and has struggled, to say the least, from the outside. They were shooting 13% at halftime. I'm sure it's not gotten much better. Dami has 8 and 9 boards. And with a 5-point deficit for Lamar, they will press full court. 1:22 to go. It's not over yet, folks. Both teams are in the double bonus for free throws here in the half, or in the quarter. It's a 2-possession game. Estrada has the baseline to run on the inbounds. Looks, gets it inbounds. Kreitzer lost it, and a foul from behind as Adina Krusko knocked over Kreitzer, and Kreitzer will go to the free throw line at the other end. Tried to get in there and knock the pass away, but only 1 second went off the clock, so that's good news. Let's see if Kreitzer can miss some free throws for you LCC fans. Kreitzer's been shooting well, though. 3 of 4 here in the quarter. She has 7 points in the ball game. As we said, she averages 11. She's just a sophomore out of Honey, Colorado, and missed it badly off the back iron. So no matter what, it's still a 2-possession game, even if she does hit it. 42-37, a minute 21 to go. All 4 Lamar defenders are underneath. Bud is out by the check-in circle. Second free throw good for Kreitzer. She now has 8 in the game, 43-37. Here's Claudia, gets it off the dummy in the paint. All over the iron, and the jumper no good. Hit the left side of the iron, right side of the iron, and it rolled off. 43-37. 6-point lead in the front court, and the foul. Castilla fouls Estrada. And Castilla's got her 4th foul. Both players talking a little smack as they veer off. Taylor Schaefer takes his team over to him. At the free throw line will be Heather Estrada. Estrada 1 for 2. Free throw is up and all over the iron, no good. Hit the front of the iron, back of the iron, and off the glass, no. She's 1 of 3 now in the game. 62% free throw shooter on the season. The next one is up, and it's good. 44-37. It's now a 3-possession game. 1:04 to go in regulation. Claudia down the left side, lays it off. Castillo fires a 3, no. Rebound on the weak side, pulled out of there by Savannah Madrid-Andrews. Long lead down court, Kreitzer. Kreitzer looks to Waddles, who was open, and now will keep the ball. Krusko jumping all over on her. 40 seconds to go, 47 seconds to go in the quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Reach in, steal. Castilla had it, lost it, and it'll be Lamar ball. They say Savannah Madrid-Andrews touched it last, and she had the ball batted away from her. And Catherine Scheitzel will check in for Lamar here at the break. Castilla will check out. 44-37, 41.6 to go in regulation. It's a 3-possession game. Lamar needs some buckets from deep. Claudia up top left. Claudia stops her dribble. Now to Kira Budd at the top of the key to Dummy. Dummy right side Budd. Open 3. Got it blocked by Madrid-Andrews. And a foul coming up. Oh, and Andrews and Madrid. Madrid had some ridiculous type of words for Budd after the block. Budd got fouled hard, or fouled Madrid hard. And Madrid said something that Landon Steele right now in the trail official's face talking about. Was not happy at all. Savannah Madrid-Andrews out of Denver. City kid, I believe out of Denver South. She'll be at the free throw line at the other end as the officials continue to talk about it. The intensity is heating up. She is from Denver Manual. 5'7", inner city kid. And she'll go to the free throw line. She's the gunner that had 7 threes against Lamar the first time they played. 44-37, 30.8 to go. Madrid's been at the line 3 times. She was fouled on the three-pointer, and she missed the free throw. Hard off the back iron. Baseball fans giving her all kind of ribbing right now on the right side of her. She's got one more. The next one is up, and it's good. She's got 12 in the game. 3 3-pointers. 45-37. Scheitzel up top on the dribble. Euro step off the glass, no, and she got bumped and fouled by Estrada. Boy, she took that long intermediate 2 steps, got away with it, threw it way off the glass. The shot was not going to go in, but she got saved by Heather Estrada, who bumped her, says the official. That'll be Heather's second foul. At the free throw line is Ann Catherine, and she hits her first points of the night. 45-38, 22.9 to go. Lamar's going to have to just come out of their shoes on the press here. Second one is no good. Kresko tried to get the rebound and fouls Estrada as she gets the rebound. And we go to the other end for Estrada to shoot. 3-possession game with 20.9 to go. And this final minute's going to take an hour. Men's game coming up next. This place starting to ramp up. It is getting full. Don't think I see as many white shirts as we'd like to see, but nonetheless, it is whiteout night here at the Wellness Center in Lamar, Colorado for this rivalry matchup. Estrada's free throws up and good. One more for Heather. She's got 7 in the game. Average is 6. Free throw no good. Dami gets her 10th rebound of the night. She'll get it over to Claudia, 46-38, 16 seconds to go. Lamar has to hustle. Claudia sets, fires a 3. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped around. Dami has it deep in the left corner. Gets it back out to Claudia with 7. Down the lane she goes, throws it up. Good, and a foul. 46-40. Claudia with the runner down the lane. Over the outstretched arms of the defender who fouls out. That'll be 5 on Brooklyn Waddles. So Waddles will foul out with 4 points. And she fouls out with 5.3 seconds to go in regulation. And Lamar looks like, unless there's a miracle, as Alyssa Lovato checks in for Otero. They are going to fall for their 3rd consecutive game and the 2nd in a row in Region 9 after they built up a 5-0 record in the region. And put this into another wild, frenzied first place battle with Trinidad coming here on Monday. 4.2 to go, 46-41. Lamar's going to lose it by 5, as that'll do it. So they split the season series. Lamar wins at OJC. OJC wins at Lamar. Final score is 46-41. We'll take a quick break, come back with a recap of this contest as Otero wins at 46-41. You're listening to LCC Women's Basketball on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. We come back to the LCC Wellness Center as the men's teams take the floor to get ready before their encounter. LCC and Otero. The women's game goes in favor of Otero. It wasn't a pretty offensive game at all. We didn't expect it. Both teams are not the best offensive teams in the conference. In fact, they're the last 2 teams in the conference, averaging only 53 points among them. LCC and Otero women end up 46-41, the Lady Rattlers. LCC had only 2 leads in the game, and they were by 2 points early in the contest, and then Otero took over and really never looked back. 29 unofficial turnovers for Lamar did not help matters at all. At one time, they had as many turnovers as points. Lamar finally scored double digits in the game in a quarter with 17 in that fourth, but they were behind by too many to come back and get the win. 46-41 is the victory for Otero. They hit 5 3-pointers, were 13 of 22 at the free throw line, shot 16 free throws in that final quarter, and get the victory by 5 points. They're led in scoring by Savannah Madrid Andrews, who had 12, including 3 3-pointers, to add to the 7 she had the first time, so she has had 10 3-pointers against Lamar in 2 games. Lucia Serrano had 8, 4 for Brooklyn Waddles, 8 for Sydney Kreitzer in her first game against LCC, did not play the first game, 7 for Heather Estrada, 6 for Taylor Nittler, and 1 for Adriana Rios. 2 in the game for Tiana Davia for Lamar. Their leader was Kiera Budd off the bench with 13, including 2 3-pointers. 12 for Claudia Del Moro Garcia, including 5 in the last quarter. 8 in the game for Dami Balgun, who had 8 points and 10 rebounds. 3 for Shania Castillo, who had a 3. Adina Cruzco did not score as a starter. Tiana Davia had 2. Lamar was anemic from three-point line. It'll be interesting to see the final stats of it on how they shaped up, and we'll talk to the head coach, Landon Steele, at halftime of the men's game. Final again, Otero wins it 46-41. LCC is now 9-13, 5-2 in Region 9, while Otero moves to 5-4 in the region and 6-14 overall. 5 of their wins have been in region play, and they've now won 3 straight. Lamar's losing streak drops 3 in a row, with Trinidad coming here to Lamar on Monday night for their next matchup, while Otero's home for their next 3 against Eastern Wyoming and Western Nebraska next weekend, and the following week against Laramie County. Final 46-41, Otero, the Lady Rattlers to win. The men's game coming up next. Stay tuned for it on GoLopes.com and your YouTube channel. We'll have it for you in about 15 minutes. So long from LCC's Wellness Center in Lamar, Colorado for just a while.